Hi everyone, welcome to Vibe Fashion's YouTube channel. My name is Eunice. Today I'll be showing us how I draped the upper part of this dress without a dress form. Without wasting time, let's get right into it. Okay, I have my straight bustier. I use here, I've ironed it. I pressed my seam lines opened and I've ironed it. So the next thing to do now is to bring in my fabric that will be draping on it. I'm going to be draping on the table because I don't have a dress form. So I'm going to place my material. Can you see the leftover of my material? I'm going to be folding it on bias. I'm going to be turning it on bias. Can you see now that I turned it this way? This is how the fabric is. You can see the savage, like this is straight. But when I slant it this way, when I pull it this way, can you see that it's stretching? So this is on bias. So I'm going to be placing it on bias now. So I'm going to take this now, like this, starting from this side, making sure that I can cover the whole of this place. So you want to, I'll take my scissors and trim because this is how I'm going to be pleating this. So you can see, so this is how it is. So I'm placing my fabric now. I turned this is the good side of the bustier facing the bad side of the fabric. So I've turned it this way. I'm placing it and then I'm pinning this point. Okay. I haven't done this. I'll be able to, can you see that I have excess on this side and I still have excess on this side. So now I want to trim out this neckline. That's this part here. So I'll go ahead to trim it. Now that I have this, can you see? Can you see? So this is the upper part, which is the neckline. So now I'll begin to pleat. I begin to pleat to achieve the drape I want. So this is flat draping because I'm doing it on my table. So here I'm pleating it. You want to make sure that you pleat well. So now what I'm picking 2 inches. Can you see? I'm tucking in 2 inches. So this is 2 inches. So I'll just hold it and pleat it this way. So I'll use my pins to hold down my pleat. You need pins when you are draping. You don't want to make the mistake of not. You can't even do it without using pins. It's impossible. So okay. So I have my number one pleat. So I'll go ahead to do the second. So now this is the second one. So this bias will allow you, placing it on bias will allow you to be able to stretch your material so that it will be as firm as possible on the person's body. So I'll pick this one now, the same 2 inches. Then I'm placing it, so I'm pinning it this way. So you want to make sure that everything is smooth and flat. You don't want to have any excess bulging around here. So I'll go ahead to pin it. So can you see? So I'm pinning it like this. You see now I have 2 pleats on it. Then I'll come here and pick the third one. All this is still on the bustier. Okay? So, so I'm going to hold it this way, like this. And then I'll still come here and pin, making sure that I have my 2 inches sinking well inside. I'm going to be using hemming gum to gum the parts down, but you can see I'll have to drag it so that it's really flat, so that it's very firm. Okay, so I'm pinning it this way on the body here. Okay, so this I'll come here to go ahead to pin this side. If I was doing it on a dress form, it would have been easier for me. But for now, I don't have one. Okay. So you want to make sure that you're doing this really, really carefully. So I've not ironed it, but you can see that it's already sitting well. So by the time I press all these parts, I need to repair this part well so that it stays well. So on this side too, you need to come here and make sure that you adjust it well so that it's sitting on top of it. So I'll drag it this way to make sure that it's sitting well. So I have this. So now that I have this one, then now doing the fourth one. So you want to do this carefully here because this one is bigger than the others. Can you see how it is? It's coming how it is. And remember that it's slanted this way. So this is the under bust. This is the bust point. Of course, this is my under bust point now. So I had to bring it to the mannequin. This is just the mannequin. So someone is holding it for me behind. So I want to now drape this part. Can you leave this part? Okay. So I'll place this part now under the bust. Can you see what I'm doing? I'm placing it under the bust to create the drape or the pleat that is supposed to be under it like this. You want to be careful with this place. So can you see that having a dress form to do this will make it easier for you? So I'm going to just make sure that I fold the part, the bust part under like this, making sure that it's staying well. And I'll bring my pins too and go ahead to pin it. So the bust of this person is 35 inches and the bust of my mannequin is also 35 inches. So you can see that the bust measurements are equal. So I can afford to use this exactly as the person's bust measurement to drape on it. So I'm holding this part now, you can see. So I just place my hand from under like this and then go ahead to pin this part. Okay? Can you see? So that by pinning it under, you can see what I have now. So I have what I'm looking for. So I have the drape going under the bust here. So I just need to use my pins to hold them down strategically. Okay, so can you see? So If you want to have one more, can you see that this is my bustier inside? Okay, so this is where my pleat is. Okay, so I'm removing it from the mannequin now. So can you see what I have? So this is what it will look like on the person's body, because by the time I stitch it down, it will be really firm. So I'm going to take it to I have. So I want to now trim out my excesses. So you come here, I'm going to just be cutting it out from the sides here. Okay, so after trimming out the excess, the next thing to do is to get my hemming gum, and I'll place it on my ironing ham so that I can conveniently fix my hemming gum into the pleats I've created or the drapes I've created. So you want to just take out your pins one after the other. That's after fixing your hemming gum on a particular side that you've taken out your pin, you move to the next side and do that. So you have to just carefully fix in your hemming gum so that it lays flat under the drape or under the pleats you have created. So you can see I'm stretching it out. You need to also stretch it out so that it can lay really flat. So I'll get a piece of fabric and cover my the drape so that my iron doesn't get it stained, even though my iron is not dirty, but it's just good to always cover it to avoid any stains on your outfit or the outfit you are making. So you want to make sure that the steam is coming out well so that it can allow the hemming gum dissolve well. So this is what I'll have to do carefully and keep taking out my pins until I get to the end of this. So this is me doing the second one. So just take a close look at it so that you can get it really right. And despite the fact that I didn't use a dress form, yes, a dress form is very important for this drape. But the thing is this, if you don't have it, it will not stop you. Remember, I draped on my table, so you can still achieve it. There are some drapes that you must do it on a dress form, which makes it a lot easier. But this, I was able to achieve it without a dress form, despite the fact that I had to go to the mannequin to get the last pleat because that one was under the bust. Okay, so we'll continue with our fixing hemming gum at the places we need to fix it. So I'll just make sure that your steam is coming out well. Okay, so I'm going to do that and show us what it looks like. So just exactly the way you see me doing, that's how I'll keep doing it. You can see I placed it on the hand because if you place it on the flat table, it will dent the pad, that it will dent your bustier. So you don't want that to happen. So you need to place it on a curved surface. That's why I'm using my bust ham for that. Okay, or my ironing ham for that. Okay. Successfully ironed my hemming gum to the bust here. Can you see? To my drapes. I put my hemming gum under the drapes. That's what I meant to say. So you see what it is like. I've trimmed my excesses and then I've top stitched it. So my front piece, the drapes is coming out really nicely. So the next thing to do, you can see my back. I've already fixed my zip. I've sewn the back already, done my darts, and I've fixed my zip, and I've also attached the strap. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead now and couple the dress. I'll just go ahead, fix my strap, turn the neckline, that's the slanted neckline, of course, or the asymmetric neckline. One side is high and the other is low. I'll turn the sides, fix the lower part of the gown, which is the skirt part of the gown. I'll do that and then I'll show us what it looks like.
And the person actually came in to wear it, and I was able to snap her. It came out really nice. It came out better on the client than the mannequin. So I really love the outcome of the drape. So you can see that you can actually do your drapes on your table and it will come out nice. If you are just patient and you take your time to do it gently, it will come out really well. Of course, the dress form can help, but if you don't have it, it doesn't have to stop you. You can always improvise by using your table and then your mannequin, just like I did. I really love the outcome and I love the fit it has on the person's body. So I'm just going to go ahead and couple everything and then show us the final outcome. Okay, here we are. This is the outcome. I hope you enjoyed making this beautiful dress with me. Thanks for watching. Do not forget to subscribe. Bye.